Hello there, all you aficionados. It is a happy water change Wednesday. It is currently in the 90s today and really hot. So as I said before, I'm just showing you really quickly that it is hot, and this is my cooler water rain barrel. So I'm filling this one up. It's also a lot faster. I need to water some plants because they are starting to wilt because it's so dry and hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I was hoping for a natural water change today. They were calling for storms this evening, and when I came home at first it was thundering. I was like, yes, it's gonna rain, it's gonna do a natural water change, but it just thundered and it didn't ever rain. So no natural water change, so I'm gonna have to do one on my own, which no big deal. I'll just take out some of the hotter water and put in some of this cooler water here. So that's what we have. Sorry, I found a mosquito on my leg. So stay tuned. We're doing the adding the water to the tank and stuff, and that'll come in next. And start all the changes I'm doing to my tanks over the summer to prepare for summertime, getting my classroom tanks all broken down. So stay tuned. All right. So as I said last week on Water Changing Wednesday, I'll be using my fancy water changing tool here. Hopefully don't get any guppies, which I think I just, nope, all clear. No guppies, and I'll just dump it in my garden right next to me. You might notice some watermelon floating. I got this tip from, what was it, I think the channel is HD Fish Wallpaper. Checking for any fish in there, make sure there's no fish in there, and I didn't see any swim in there, so it should be good. The water doesn't seem to be that hot at all. It feels like it's probably in the, I'd say probably mid 70s, so it isn't too bad, but a water change is never a bad idea. So anyways, the watermelon, I want to clear a fish. Watermelon, I sliced up a watermelon for my family yesterday and threw in these watermelon rinds, and the fish seem to really like them quite a bit. I think that's gotten fluffed up with some more water, so they like it. I'll take it out of here before it rots. We don't want that to mess with the water quality, but they seem to enjoy it quite a bit. Just put that over here for right now, and I'll add it to my compost. I want it to get a few uses before it goes to what some would consider trash. I'll take out a 1/3 gallon here. One fish out of there. Oh, got a fish in there. Yep, got 2 fish in there. That's guppies for you. They will swim right in. Come on, 3 guppies in there. But also wanted to add that I did do something different. That's a part of a plant, not a guppy. Wanted to add that today I did bring home, see the most, you probably can't see because of the glare once again, but one of the more gray and less dark females in there. I added her to this tub today. She was in my classroom previously. Starting to break down my classroom tanks. The lighter colored fry in here from my classroom. No, not fry, they're sub adults. Go ahead and take out this watermelon as well so it doesn't rot and ruin the water quality. It's been there for about a day. I think they've eaten about all that they're going to eat from it. I'll throw the rest of it in the compost. But also for my classroom, I brought home some more males. I'll take out this watermelon as well. Brought home the 2 more iridescent males, that one right there, that one right there. And really the rest of the males, except for that jade male right there. And then one of the male was already, I think it was that, yeah, that one right there, the Dumbo ear one was already in here. But I added the rest of these males. So this is my new bachelor pad for guppy tank. And while I'm talking, I see some mosquito larvae. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop them up. There's one. I saw a second one in there. But surprisingly, mosquito larvae are pretty smart enough to get away. And there's a pretty good sized one right there. caught that one before it goes away. That'll be a nice little snack for my guppies. I showed my females. I'll keep the females fed with live food because it helps to keep them full of, you know, fats and protein, so they can have an adequate amount of nutrition, so they can have some healthy fry. And then, as I'm just holding and waiting for them, I leave the mosquito larva in the net right there, hang on the edge, just going across there in the with the net in the water still. So whenever I see some more, I just pick it up and scoop them out. Which there's a really small one. I'm not sure if this net is fine enough to get it, but there's a mosquito pupa right there as well that I scooped up. I know it'll pick that up. But the larva, and then when I'm ready to go inside, whenever I'm ready to go inside, I'll feed the larva that I caught probably to my females over here, possibly to my grow out tub right here, or possibly that, hopefully giving it to that. That's the fancy fin female right there. And once again, I'm gonna take out this watermelon from yesterday. I guess they're not gonna eat anymore. They snacked on it quite a bit. I'll post a video of that later on this summer probably. Gosh, the mosquitoes. I mean, I have my fish eating the mosquitoes here and scooping out. I come out here every day to check the mosquito larva, and I still get a mosquito. I think it's part of the woods back behind my house. And this tank tub right here, it's a great place for mosquito larva, and caught quite a few out of here. But I recently added some fish, which you can't see, and that will be a mystery fish to be revealed later. For I'm keeping it here because I'm not quite sure how they'll do outside, but I'm going to experiment first, and then I will reveal later, because people are probably going to leave some not so nice comments like, how dare you leave those fish outside. But they've honestly been outside for about a month now, and they've been down to temperatures as low as, you know, air temperatures as low as in the 50s for a few hours, and they're still doing fine. So I've added these homemade spawning mops here. Hopefully it gives them some more, you know, simulated plant cover, hoping that they might lay some eggs on here. That should give you a hint what kind of fish they are. Maybe at least it'll narrow it down. It's not a live bear, obviously, but no eggs on there right now. I also have some yarn on the bottom of the tank that they can possibly lay eggs in, and we'll see how that goes. But man, more. Am I seeing more fry, or is that? I mean, I can't call them fry, larva, or is that's just more larva egg casings and stuff? I'm seeing more exoskeletons shed. There is a larva right there, though. Let me get that larva. I got it. All right, so next, I've emptied out this watering can here for my plants, basically, and also for my shallow tub. I'll fill it back up with some of my cooler water rain barrel, as I showed you earlier in the video, and I'll be adding the water back into here. But it's also supposed to storm tomorrow, so I'm not gonna fill it up all the way. I'll probably fill it to about, see where that hole is, right? You can't see me pointing at that thing. The hole is right there. I'll probably fill it up to just below that, because I mean, yeah, that is there for added protection, but if I keep it about an inch lower, that should be about an adequate amount for how much it's going to rain tomorrow. So now I'll take some water out of these too. But anyways, that's all I'll be doing next, so stay tuned. And so here we have the what I call my shallow tub. It's kind of an experiment. We'll see if I can grow some plants in here this summer. It does tend to warm up quite a bit. It's not very well shaded, although I just poured some more water in here to cool it back down. It's probably mid to high 70s right now. You see there's some tadpoles. That's part of why I'm keeping the water in here. There are some mosquito larvae you might notice. I'll be coming here next with a net to get some of these mosquito larvae out to feed to my fish. And it's kind of challenging to get the mosquito larvae and not the tadpoles. I have tried the whole turkey baster method, but it still makes it more difficult. I think there's some some what's it called, water fleas or daphne in here as well, is what I think I'm seeing. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, just want to show you what I'm talking about when I say my shallow tub. This is what I'm talking about right here. Literally out in the open. It does get pretty heated. Does have a moss ball growing just fine in there, but I'm kind of experiencing what kind of plants I can keep living in there. It is more sunlight, doesn't get cloudy, but the problem is that the temperatures get quite a bit higher. So we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned for later videos for the updates on this one, see how the plants are doing. Be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell to see any updates with this one. So anyways, next we'll be adding some water into my tanks and my tubs, and we'll be seeing how that goes. As I said, I'll be adding, this is the cooler water from the cooler rain barrel into this Guppy tub over here. This is a simple rope handle tub from Walmart. I think it costs like $6.98. I think is the actual cost. Thinking about possibly going to get some more this summer, because if I'm gonna do some guppy breeding projects, I might want to get some more to spread out the different strains I'm trying to go for. But my hope by doing this, adding the cooler water and doing it this way, is that first off, the increased surface area and all the the rain pattern of the watering can is that it'll basically shove more air in there so that it will increase the amount of oxygen. And I'm hoping that with cooler water, I know with cooler water it'll increase the amount of oxygen in the tank as well. So this kind of acts as a artificial rain and a more natural version of a filter by doing the water changes. And that's what I did last summer, and it seems to work out pretty well. So there's the end of that gallon, and I think I might add like one more gallon because I took out about close to 3 gallons. So I'll add another gallon to this one, and probably another gallon on top of this one off of the evaporation. But see them there, they're doing pretty happy. Pretty happy guppies, growing pretty nicely. Do a quick update on the fry here if you want to see those. See, there's 2 at the top. There's one towards the bottom there, one right in the middle. You see it eating some of the green algae off the sides. We can get the glare to go away. But definitely counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there's more in there. I know they haven't jumped out. Probably do a water change in here. Just a really simple one. Fill up a gallon jug and pour it back in here. Probably do that. I don't want this one to overflow tomorrow in the rain, because that will, I mean, they possibly could fit the holes that I drilled, but I doubt it. But anyways, that's pretty much wraps it up for this. We'll see what happens in the next part. So you might be wondering, what do I do with this warmer rain barrel and the overflow right here and all these buckets right here that sit in the sun more often than shade? You might be wondering, well, what do I do? Well, I'm not a big fan of wasting water. I think it's a pretty important thing on the earth. So one thing I use it for is, first off, in the cooler parts of the season, I use the natural warming effect. I'm checking for any mosquito larvae in here, and not really seeing any. Use it in the cooler seasons to provide some warmer water for the guppy tubs, so that the black attracting the heat and being out in the more sun than shade. I checking for more mosquito larvae. I use it to my advantage and use it to kind of heat up the water a little bit more naturally. But in the warmer parts of the year, like starting right now, this is the middle of June, it's a really hot week this week. I'm going to use this water to water my plants and my vegetable garden. Just checking for more larvae once again. Not seeing any, but I'll use it for that. And also I'm emptying out the overflow, because like I said, it's an overflow, so it'll overflow from here right into here, and I want the cooler water to come in here, so I'll be able to use this and access this a little bit easier. Tomorrow they're calling for some storms, so I'm hoping to get quite a bit of water, fresh water in here, fresh cooler water, Yeah, not a lot of larvae. I'm not sure what those other things are, but it's not on mosquito larvae. So I'll use this water to go water my vegetable beds, my vegetable gardens, and that's basically it. So if you found any of this informative, there's some Daphne in there if you see them. Towards the middle of the water column. There's one up towards my... There's some on the edge right over. Now you see them. There we go. I think those are some Daphne. If y'all could help me identify those, I'm pretty sure they're Daphne. Please confirm if they are, and if they aren't, and please let me know what they are. I'm pretty sure they're Daphne though. Daphne. Well, how many times did I say in a sentence? But anyways, if you found this informative, enjoyable, entertaining, whatever, please give it a like, and if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe. Perfect timing, air conditioner. It's pretty hot, like I said, so that'll be great when I go back inside. Go give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Turn on the notifications so you can see whenever I do a pop-up stream, because this summer I do plan on doing some more pop-up live streams, so be sure to be notified of those. This is probably the most boring thing ever right here, just looking at Daphnia, but I think fish nerds will enjoy it quite a bit. There's some Daphnia in here as well from what I've seen. But anyways, share it, that'd be great. But yeah, there are some Daphnia in here. Definitely quite a few Daphnia, what I think is Daphnia swimming around in here. So green water, I would suspect it's Daphnia. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, click that bell like you're going to Taco Bell under the border. And yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for sticking around this long if you have done so. And you keep it fishy, people.